Right then, let's react to Jones versus Gus 2 at UFC 232. I was going to make this video earlier. I had no motivation to make a video. I don't know what happened. I just couldn't make a video. Now I'm in the zone though. You can tell by the way and the speed of which I'm speaking that I'm in the zone to make a video. These are all freestyled. UFC 232 reaction, Jones versus Gus 2. Let's get into it. There's not going to be a little window here playing the fight because I'm not talentless, you know? And that's what they do. They look at the fight, they go, oh, that was a good punch, wasn't it? Back to the fight. Silence for 1 minute. Oh, he kicked him in the leg. You know what I mean? I'm not going to do that shit, okay? Let's talk about the fight. Comes out in the first round, both of them looking real calm. Jones is spinning around backstage, hitting his... If you watch the fight live, you'll see that Jones spinning around backstage, accidentally hits one of his managers in the face while he's spinning around like this. So ignorant of him. Let's be real. Comes out, looks real confident, does his little woo, his little screams that he does. I won't scream right now because I have parents that live with me. Does his little screams backstage. Gus comes out, looks normal, doesn't look completely pumped up to be at the event. Just looks normal, like, okay, let's go out here and do the best that we can. We get in the cage, okay? We get in the cage, and before this fight, I had Gus winning. When they touched gloves in the first round, after the first minute of the first round, I had Jones winning. And here's why. He just seemed like he was... There's sometimes in a fight, you do things and you just don't... But this Jones was just landing like you do in a video game. You press the button, it lands. Oh, time to kick. It's going to land. You know? It was weird. But he landed. We won't talk about steroids yet. We'll get to that. Don't worry. We'll get to the steroids. Jones is kneeing the fuck out of Gus's leg. Not kneeing. He's kicking the fuck out of Gus's knee. Okay? Doing the elliptical kick. Trying to bend his knee out of place. It's working. Immediately halfway into the first round, Gus starts dancing on his toes. Sign number one that his leg is now immediately already fucked. He's hyperextended his knee, most likely. I thought this, I said it live, I said, Gus's knee looks, and then something would happen and I wouldn't say it. But I was thinking it, guys. I'm telling you I was thinking it. He just kept doing the elliptical kick, much like Whittaker did to Romero. But Gus's knee, something happened to it. And it did happen in that first round. Then Jones lands a wicked outside leg kick. Can't help the knee situation. Can't help the leg being hurt already. Gus again just goes back to bouncing around on his legs. Kind of just bouncing around on his toes. Like, very obviously bouncing around on his toes. Kind of to say, oh, my knee's not hurt, by the way. By the way, my knee actually really is fucking hurt. Please don't kick it anymore. But that's what he was going for. He was going for a bluff by jumping around on his legs. Jumping around on his toes to say, hey, by the way, Jones, my knee isn't hurt. But secretly, my knee really is fucking hurt. So please don't kick me anymore. Jones doesn't do that. He just keeps kicking it. Now Gus is worried about the leg kick. Jones starts throwing in some body kicks. He actually throws a head kick first. Gus blocks it pretty well, brings the hand up. He's not DC. It's not going to go down like that, Jones. Jones goes back to kicking the legs. Gus goes, oh, he's back to the legs now, fuck. Jones goes to the body now with the kicks. Then he lands a big elbow on Gus. Gus doesn't seem rocked by it. He's got an iron chin. You're not going to finish him that way. Back to the legs, I think. Then Jones starts kicking him in the body even more. Gus starts landing a little bit off of the kicks to the leg now. He says, okay, I know the kicks on the leg are going to land. I'm having trouble checking them because I'm having trouble putting any weight whatsoever on my leg. So I'm just going to start trading punches off of these kicks. Lands a few punches. Jones makes the read. He's trying to punch me off the kicks. So I'm going to bring my head back every time I throw a kick. Little elliptical kick brings his head back, out of range. Every shot that Gus lands now is glancing. Nothing's really going to land. Gus landed about 4 shots the whole fight. Clean shots that weren't like somewhat on the guard of Jones. So Jones has got him pretty much. Tries to take down a couple times in the first and second rounds. Gus defends very well. Very well, considering the situation he was in. But then the third takedown is the big one. Jones comes straight out and takes Gus down with ease. No one's ever taken Gus down like that. DC flipped him on his back. Gus gets straight back up. No one's ever taken Gus down by driving him across the octagon. That's how you know the knee is fucked. You can't stop forward pressure when your knee is just completely buckled, because that's where all your stability comes from. I'm not. By the way, by me saying Gus's knee was broken, I'm not giving excuses. The injury happened in the fight due to Jones's game plan. Perfect game plan. Damaged the leg. I'm not saying that Gus was injured. This fight would have gone the other way. Jones meant to disable his front leg. That's a technique in the fight. I'm not dismissing Jones's performance whatsoever by saying all this. Great performance by Jones. He drives Gus along the octagon. No one's ever done it before. He does it. Takes him on his back. Gus has butterfly guard. If you guys don't know what butterfly guard is, I'm 98% sure butterfly guard is when you have your feet on their legs when you're on your back. So their legs are sort of going like this and your feet, and you can sort of pivot them off like this. Gus has that with his right leg. That's the leg that's hurt. He chooses to give it up. This is his best chance of getting back up from the position he's in. He chooses to give it up. He tries a little bit to levitate Jones and get some leverage on Jones to get him off of him and try a sweep. But he can't get it. He chooses to give it up. His leg is fucked. Immediately when that happened, I thought, oh fuck, he's not going to get back up this round. That's rough. Then he proceeds to turn on his back and kind of let Jones pound him unconscious. You know? There wasn't a shot that Jones landed that put Gus in a bad situation where he was just like, oh, what's going on? Boom, boom, boom. You know? He kind of just turned on his back and went, ugh, and then just sort of, he wanted out of there. Like, there's certain injuries that happen, whether they happen in the fight due to a great game plan, which they did in this case, that you just don't want to, he just didn't want to get back up. He's made his money. He's not going to be able to get back up this round. Let's just get it over with. Pound my skull into the canvas, please, Jon Jones. And that's what happened. Jon Jones did just that. Great performance by him. He's a champion. He's on steroids though, alright guys? He's on steroids. There's no the steroids are in his system. Whether you believe the picogram nonsense or not, that it's a pulsing steroid, that he could never ingest that, whether you believe all that bullshit or not, which I don't in the first place. I think Jones is a cheat and he microdoses. That's what I think. His two brothers have been caught microdosing in the NFL. Any major sport you watch, there's drugs. Jones is the family of drugs, okay? And he will take drugs in the UFC. He's done it before. He's been caught multiple times. No one else is getting caught in the entire UFC at the highest level like Jones is. And he's the best. Coincidence? There's a coincidence? Is there a coincidence there? I think so. The best in the world has been popped for steroids at least 3 times to my knowledge. And who knows how many more times he's gotten away with it. Now, I don't care. Okay, I just care that there's controversy. I wish there was just a fight, even if Jones is innocent. The fact that there was a drug in his system makes there a question of his performance. I hate that. I want it to just be a clear-cut answer. This man is better than this man. No bullshit on the sides. I wanted Jones to go in there clean and beat Gus. I actually wanted Gus to beat Jones either way, but I wanted Jones to go in there and just beat him without any controversy if he was going to beat him. And that didn't happen because he still had drugs in his system. And regardless of the picogram, he had something in his system that Gus didn't have. And even though that didn't seem to affect the outcome of the fight, it's still a question. And I hate that. I wish it was clean cut. No steroids. Nothing weird. Fight each other. Oh, you're better? Okay, that's fine. I wish there was no little controversy in the background. That's all I wanted. Now, where does Jones go from here? I mean, the DC3 fight, he doesn't want to move up to... Jones does not want to move up to heavyweight at all. I don't know why. I really don't know why, but he avoids that like the plague. All he talks about is DC coming to get his belt back. We don't want to see that again. We want to see you at heavyweight. DC, come get your belt back. Okay. You don't want to go to heavyweight, that basically means. Thank you, Jon Jones, for clearing that one up. Gus, retire, man. Retire. He says back to the drawing board. We're going to try this again. If Jones is going to be champion at light heavyweight, and he probably is going to be champion at light heavyweight for the longest time, I don't see anyone else at light heavyweight giving him problems. Anthony Smith? You know, Jan Blachowicz? Like, how am I supposed to get excited for these fights? Jones going to walk through the guys. I know they're talented, but he's going to walk through them. Gus, I think you need to retire, man. I really do. You're not going to get a trilogy fight with Jones if Jones remains champion by the time you've cleaned out another 2 contenders. I don't know when you retire, but I just don't see it. I think he's made good money. He's made great money. He's been in 3 title bouts, 1 for a vacant belt, 2 for a vacant belt, I believe. I think he was a vacant belt against DC the first time. But yeah, this time he made 500 grand flat, without any sponsorships, without anything on the side. 500 grand flat, £500,000, if you don't know what grand is. Retire off that money, man. You don't need this shit. You're a superstar in Sweden. You probably you're on sports covers, left, right, and centre. You're married now. You've got kids. You got your house paid for. Just there's nothing. Like I liked when Chad Mendes retired this week, because it showed that guys are just thinking, you know what? There's no point taking the damage anymore. I can make this money elsewhere, and I'm not going to get another shot at the title anytime soon. If at all, I'm going to get another shot at the title. I think Gus should retire. Call me rude for not wanting him to fight even more, but as a fan, I want him to stay on. But I know people around him are going to be thinking, alright, it might be time to hang up the gloves. Or he's going to try and reinvent himself at heavyweight. That's the only other option for him. Other than that, I don't know what's going on. Anyway, that's my sort of breakdown of the fight. Yeah. I was going to make this video earlier. I literally I wish I could upload the videos that I was making. I was making videos, and then halfway through my brain would just switch off, and I'd be like, I don't want to fucking make this video. Like, I made a 10-minute video on Chad Mendes' retirement. Don't even ask me what I was talking about. I have no idea what I was talking about in this retirement video for 10 minutes. Chad Mendes retired. That's all I needed to say. 10 seconds would have been a good enough video. Somehow I talked shit for 10 minutes about it, and yeah, I just wanted to break down this fight in extra detail now that I'm in my zone again. Good videos coming, boys. 2019, big things. Happy New Year's. Like and subscribe. Hope you like the shirt. Big things are actually... I keep saying big things coming, and no big things are coming. Just you watch. February, boys. February or March. One of them 2 months. Just you wait and see. Like and subscribe, guys.